All right, good evening and welcome to this Yoga for Recovery, Realization, and Resilience. My name is Brian, and I'm delighted to be with you today for this class. We're going to do a class of the supine. So there will be, everything will be posture from the back side of the body. And so, as always, I encourage you to remember our first guiding principle, which is support precedes action. So ensure that you have all of the necessary supports that you need for your practice today. Your mat, your bolster, your blanket, your eye shade. And even in this posture, if you need a chair, get a chair. Whatever it is that you need to support yourself, ensure that you have that and utilize that. Second thing is to remember that it is your practice. While I will be offering and suggesting and inviting you to do some things primarily on the backside of your body today, remember that ultimately it is your practice. You are in the privacy of your own space by design, and your task is to be present and to breathe. That's all. And beyond that, to listen to the wisdom of your own body and to give your body what it needs. Your body will tell you what it wants and needs. And if you will listen closely and honor that wisdom, then you will be fine. You will have everything that you need shall be delivered to you. All right, let us come to a supported posture. We will land, we will establish ourselves in the present moment, we will raise gratitude, and we will set intention. So finding a supported posture, whatever form that takes for you, whatever that looks like for you, establishing yourself into your supports by finding those parts of your body that are in contact with something, and then feeling into the physical sensation of that contact. Bringing your awareness to that physical sensation, to those parts of your body that are feeling that physical sensation of connection, of contact, and opening your awareness to the idea that that connection, that contact is support. What is it like to be supported in your body in this moment? And then imagining you could root down through those places of support so that you could secure yourself, anchor yourself in the earth below. I invite you to lengthen through your side body, lengthen through your spine, lengthen through your crown. Experiment with tucking the chin to feel the release at the back of the neck, and then feel the full length of the spine from the base to the crown. And then holding the spine elongated and aligned, I invite you to bring your awareness to your breath. Turn your awareness to your inhale and find the inhale as it appears underneath your nasal passages. And then begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils. Following the inhalation all the way in and the exhalation all the way out. And holding your awareness on your breath, see how the next inhalation appears just when it is needed, and follow that inhale in. And that exhale out, and begin to expand your awareness beyond the inhale and the exhale not imagine, but to understand or to notice what the feeling is on the inhale and on the exhale. What is happening for you in your mind, in your body, in your soul as you inhale and breathe in the breath of life, and as you exhale and release that which is no longer needed. And being present in our bodies, in our breath, being fully here, I'll invite you to float your hands to your heart space in a way that brings awareness to your heart space, and allow to arise in your heart space gratitude. Any one thing for which you are grateful today, perhaps for you just the possibility of gratitude today. And whatever it is that arises when gratitude is called forth, I invite you to see that clearly in your mind's eye. And then hold that there in your heart space. Anchor it there in your heart space for your practice today. And then if you like, I invite you to set an intention for your practice. Perhaps a simple intention to just be right there with each inhale, or to just keep your gratitude anchored. And whatever your intention is, I invite you to state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice, as if it is already done. And then listening as the echoes of your intention reverberate in your being. I invite you to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose to, allow your chin to drop toward your grateful and intentional heart. and offer a benediction to seal your intention as I say Namo Namaste. And then release your hands, lift your chin, take a full inhale. A complete exhale. And then find your way to your mat on your back. We're going to begin on our back and be on our back for most of the day today. Supine postures today. Coming down onto your back. Feel the full back side of your body fully supported. Establish yourself fully in the back. So bring the heels and toes together and then point the toes away. And then flex the toes back towards the face as you press the heels away. And then let the toes fall to neutral. Take the arms up overhead. Interlock the thumbs. Either way, it doesn't matter. Inhale, get long through the fingertips. Exhale, relax, and release the interlock of the thumb and switch it to the other way. Then inhale, get long again. And then exhale, bring your hands down by your sides, palms down, alongside the hips. Now, tilt your pelvic bowl so that you feel that arch in the lower back disappear. So you can feel the lower back supported, full support on the back side of your body. Back of your heels, back of your calves, back of your thighs. Your buttocks and sacral area, your SI joint at the top of the buttocks, the lower spine, the middle spine, the shoulders, and the back of the head, all supported here. Fully supported posture here. Now, let us begin by inhaling. Take the arms overhead. And if you can, press the palms together. Otherwise, you can grasp one wrist with grasp the left wrist with the right thumb and forefinger, or just press the palms together, maybe interlace the fingers, point the index fingers. Either way, you're just lengthening through the fingertips here. And then cross your left ankle over the top of your right. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, let your 2 feet move toward the lower right corner of your mat. And let your hands and arms move toward the upper right corner of your mat. So you're just creating a little bow-shaped posture here. Your back is still fully supported. You're just kind of adding a little opening on the left side of the body. Breathing in, full inhale. Breathing out, full exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, come back to center, uncross the ankles, release the hands, leave the right ankle over top of the left and interlace the fingers the other way, or press your palms back together, or grab your right wrist with your left thumb and left forefinger. Inhale here, get long. Exhale, the feet move towards the lower left corner of your mat. The arms move toward the upper left corner of your mat. You're opening the right side body here, just a little light bend here. Feeling that opening, breathing into that. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. As you inhale, come back to center with the legs and hands. Uncross the legs. Release the fingers. Interlock the thumbs, press the toes away, get long. And then exhale, release the hands down by the hips, palms down. Now, begin to bend the knees away to the wider side of your mat. So you're rolling to the side of the legs and bringing the soles of the feet together. When you notice the soles of the feet can make contact with each other, then begin to move your heels toward your hips to the place that you feel your knees have the most release. That'll be different for everyone. You're just looking for that place of optimum release of the knees, soles of the feet lightly touching, heels moving in relation to the hips to find that place where the knees can just be. Now, if your knees don't fall or you feel very tight in your knees, you can support your knees here with your block. Take your gear, place your block underneath the knee or knees at the height that most provides the support that you require in this posture. Now the abdomen will be relaxed, so bring your palms to the abdomen, so that's the belly, and just feel how that the belly's not engaged here. The belly is released. The lower spine is supported on the mat. We're not tilting or lifting the hips at all. We're just opening here. Gentle opening. This is Supine Konasana or bound angle posture. So we just got an angle created and we're binding ourselves into this posture by pressing the soles of the feet together. Crown is relaxed, back of the head is soft, shoulders are soft. Just breathing here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Breathe deep into the belly. Feel the belly rise underneath the hands. Inhale here. Exhale here. On the inhale, pick your hands off the abdomen out to the outside of the thighs and gently bring the thighs together, rolling the soles of the feet to the mat. So the knees come toward the ceiling. Now, walk your feet out to the wide edges of your mat, letting your knees fall together. This is active rest. Again, bring your hands back to the abdomen. Feel how the abdomen is relaxed. Then take the arms out to your side, 60 to 90 degrees to create a little space. Lengthen through the crown, relax the shoulders, lower spine supported here. And we're just going to begin to windshield wiper the legs. So inhale here, get long. Exhale, let the knees fall gently over to the right. Now you're not trying to go too far, that left shoulder stays down. Now you're moving with your breath. Inhale, knees come back together in the center. Exhale, both knees rotate lightly to the left. Inhale, back to center, knees lightly touching, and continue. Exhale, right. Inhale, center, your rhythm. Exhale, left, your pace. Inhale, center, your breath. Exhale, right, your practice. Gentle rotation of the hips, windshield wipering movement here. Up and over. With the breath. Aligning movement to breath. One more here. Inhale back to center. Walk your feet in alignment with the hips. And take a moment to just bring the knees into the chest. Reach up and grab below the knees. Squeeze. Bring the knees in. Maybe a little light rocking side to side to release any tension in the lower back. And then bring the knees back down. All right. Now, on the inhale, exhale, let the left leg go long and bring the right knee in towards the chest or the shoulder. Reach up and grab just below the right knee and just squeeze that right knee in. So feel that opening through the hip girdle. Breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Now that right knee is coming to the shoulder, maybe a little bit towards the chin. Tighter to the chest. Find your opening here. Press through the left heel, get long. Press through the left toes, get long, and then release the left toes to neutral. That's your posture here. Inhaling. Exhaling, opening. Inhale here. And then exhale, extend the right leg long and bring the left knee in toward the chest. Reach up and grab just below the left knee with both hands. Bring the knee in toward the chest and squeeze. Press through the heel of the right foot and then through the toes of the right foot and neutral toes on the right foot, bringing the left knee in toward the shoulder. Breathing, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhale. As you exhale, reach the left leg long. Bring the hands down by the sides, palms down, press into the forearm and palm for support. For additional support, you can bring the thumbs underneath the SI joint. That's under the end of the buttocks. Or even bring the back of the palms underneath the top of the buttocks, the SI joint. I said the SI joint, I meant the sits bones earlier. So thumbs under the sits bones or back of the palms under the SI joint at the top of the buttocks. Find the support that you need for this posture. And then bring the right knee in while lifting the left heel a little bit, maybe 6 inches. Inhale here. And then exhale, switch. Bring the left knee toward the chest. Press the right heel away, hovering just about 6 inches off the mat. And then we're just going to continue that movement with the breath. Inhaling, one knee in, 1 foot away, and continuing. Kind of pistoning the legs with the breath. Back is fully supported, no arch in the lower spine. Lower spine is on the mat. You can feel the support coming out of the back of the body as the spine presses down. Secure, steady, sure here. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Maybe you feel the heat. Abdomen is engaged here. Hip flexors are moving. Quad, gluteus muscles are engaged here. Your rhythm, your breath, your pace, your practice. Yeah. Inhale, exhale, bring the knees into the chest, squeeze a little bit. And then let the heels fall in line with the hips. The heels come as close to the buttocks as is comfortable for you. So what you're looking for is that place where you feel like you can press into the feet. That's the support of this posture, is pressing into the feet, the four balls of the feet and the heel of the foot, those 4 points, inside and outside of the ball of the foot, inside and outside of the heel of the foot. So as you press into the feet, you feel the pelvic bowl begin to tilt and the buttocks begin to rise. Yeah, palms down, supporting yourself here. And then inhale, press into the feet. Keep the knees in alignment as you begin to roll the buttocks up off the mat. And then roll up into the lower back. Continue to lift as you roll up into the middle back. Continue to press into the feet. Take the knees away from the face. Roll up into the shoulders. No weight in the head or neck. This is all in the shoulders here. Upper back and shoulders. Belly button lifts. This is our bridge pose. Breathing here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Now we're going to work pulses here. So inhale, lift a little higher, shine a little brighter. Exhale, roll down 1 vertebra at a time until the buttocks are just hovering. And then inhale back up, roll up, and roll down. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Fully present, fully engaged, fully mindful of the breath, listening to the wisdom of your body, being in your practice. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Rhythmic, steady, present, sure, grounded here, engaged, feeling into this movement. One more time, inhale up, and exhale, roll down. Bring the knees into the chest, squeeze, release any tension in the lower back, maybe a little rock side to side. Okay. And then press the heels toward the ceiling. Again, hands down by the hips or underneath the sits bones or underneath the SI joint. Find the support you need for this posture. We're going to do our scissor kicks. As you exhale, left leg will go down, right knee will come toward the face. As you inhale, left knee will come up toward the face, right leg will go down, just hovering, and then continue. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Switching sides. Fully supported on the back side of the body, feeling down into the supports to provide the necessary grounding you need in order to engage in the movement. Mm. Supine practice today. Feeling into the backside of the body being supported. This is having your own back in life. It's practice of having your own back, being supported wherever you are. Couple more here. And then bring the knees into the chest, squeeze and rock a little side to side. All right. Let's twist that out a little bit. Bring the soles of the feet back to the mat. Take the right leg high. Reach up and grab behind the right leg somewhere, wherever you can. Back in the thigh, back in the knee, back in the calf, back in the shin, wherever you are. Bring that right knee to the face, create space. And then cross that right thigh tightly atop the left. The right foot will fall outside the left calf. Take the arms out to the side. Inhale here, get long through the crown. Exhale, let the knees fall over to the right now. Look over your left shoulder so that the neck and the left shoulder stay relaxed. Let the weight of the legs do the work here. You're not trying to press or get to anywhere. There's nowhere to go. You're already here. Breathe, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale the legs back to center. Bring the right knee back in toward the face. Reach up and grab behind the legs. Bring the leg in a little bit to create some space and then let the right leg go long. Then bring the right knee back toward the ceiling, the right heel back toward the hip. And take the left leg high. Reach up behind the left leg somewhere. Pull the left knee toward the face. Create some space and then cross the left thigh tightly atop the right. Left foot outside the right calf. Arms out. 60 to 90 degrees. Inhale, get long through the crown. Exhale, let both knees fall to the left as you look over the right shoulder. Right shoulder's relaxed and down. Weight of the legs and gravity doing the work. There's nowhere to go. There's no need to try to be anywhere other than where you are right now. Breathing into the opening. Listening to your body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale back to center. Straighten the left leg, reach behind the left leg, bring the left leg in toward the face, and then release the left leg long. The right leg joins it, the hands come down by the side, palms up, toes fall open, take a breath just to integrate. Check in with your gratitude and your intention in your heart space. Check in with your mind state and your emotional regulation. What has shifted for you since we began this little practice? Check in with your back. Feel that it's fully supported still on this mat. Now we're going to add a little bit of work here in the upper part of the body. So let us just find this posture. Just lift the shoulders. Lift the arms. Now this is your fully supported posture. You could be here. If you like to add a little more engagement through the abs, you can lift the heels 6 inches off the mat. This is our stretch pose or really low boat, canoe, if you will. From here, we're going to engage in activating breath. Now, if you are pregnant or on your menstrual cycle, you'll just do a long, deep breath here. Inhale to the down into the belly and exhale completely. Full inhalation, complete exhale. Otherwise, begin your diaphragmatic movement of breath of fire. So we exaggerate the exhale by pulling the diaphragm back and down. And we begin to find our rhythm, our pace, our breath, our practice. At any time, take a break, drop one foot or the other, bring your hands behind your head, support your shoulders, do what is right for you. Fully engaged pose here in stretch pose. Support yourself as you need to. 20 more seconds. Stay with this. Inhale fully. Gently retain this breath. Slowly exhale, lower down. Let the toes fall open. Let the palms fall up. Release and allow a big belly breath. Side out. Notice your own experience here. Maybe you feel a little engaged. Maybe you feel a little bit of heat from that Bastrika or bellows breath. Maybe not. Notice what you are feeling in your practice. All right. All right. Bring the heels toward the hips, knees toward the ceiling. Now, not too tight here. You want to have a little room. And then you're going to walk up on your forearms to support yourself, and then bring your hands outside and behind your hips. Fingers are extended toward your heels or out off the long side of your mat if that provides more support, not towards the top of your mat. Do not pronate the wrists. So fingertips toward the heels or to the wide side of your mat. Slightly behind the hips, provide some leverage. So basically straight under the shoulders. Press into the feet, press into the fingertips and the heel of the palm. Begin to lift the hips. Maybe your torso gets parallel to the mat. This is our tabletop posture. Now, you could be here in this supported posture, pressing into the feet and the hands, or you can pulse this. On the exhale, we slowly bring the hips down and back, maybe hovering, maybe coming all the way to the mat. Inhale, back into our desk or reverse tabletop. Exhale. Lowering the hips back and down. Continue at your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. And you come down, maybe your buttocks just hover over the mat, maybe you make contact. There's no right or wrong. There's no win or lose. There's just being in your body and in your breath, with your heart and your mind and your soul, all in the same place. Our goal here is to be calm and steady and focused on our breath and moving within our own body. Inhale up, exhale. Bring the buttocks down, extend the legs, roll down on your back, release the toes wide, let the palms fall up, breathe to the belly, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. All right. All right. Come seated. And we're going to extend the arms high on the inhale. And on the exhale, we're just going to hinge forward at the hip. So maybe your movement is only an inch or 2 or 3. No need to overdo anything. But your belly button will come toward your thighs. Your chest will come toward your knees. Your nose will come toward your toes. And maybe you just come, like I said, a couple of inches. When you reach the end of where your body will just go naturally, let your arms fall. Just let them fall. Hands will come to the thighs, shins, ankles, maybe a yogi toe lock, maybe the bottom of your feet. Depends on you, where you are in your body at this moment. Today, just be where you are. Now, relax the arms and shoulders. And then when you reach that edge, go ahead and let your chin fall toward your chest. Providing that opening on the back of the body, back and shoulders. Breathe here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhale. A complete exhale. All right. All right. On the inhale, reach long past the feet. Slowly come up, slowly come up, slowly come up. On the exhale, release the hands, support yourself as you roll back down onto your back. Inhale here, get long, find the full support on the back of the body. On the exhale, bring the knees in toward the chest. Reach up and squeeze the knees, and then maybe bring your forehead up toward your knees. Make a nice tight little ball here. Again, yogic breath or breath of fire. We're just going to be here. Squeeze into that tight little ball, breath of fire. Twenty more seconds here. Stay with this. Take a full inhale. Gently retain this breath while squeezing, squeeze, squeeze. And then release. The legs go long. Toes fall open. Crown releases. Palms come down by your hips. Heels move as wide as is comfortable for you on your mat. Breath comes full into the belly. Complete exhale. Let everything go. Let go. Let go. Be done. You're done. Take a moment here in this posture to provide yourself with any additional support that you may want in this posture. This is your rest posture. Maybe you have an eye cloth. Cover your eyes. Maybe you have a blanket or an extra shirt or a shawl to cover your body. Maybe you have a bolster to put under your knees. Maybe you have all of the above. Maybe you have none of the above. Doesn't matter. Just allow yourself to find fully supported posture for release, letting go of everything at this point. done the work, the dynamic portion of the practice. Now you're allowing the work, the integrative portion of the practice. Just letting everything integrate, feeling into your experience, resting fully in this moment. What is it like to be supported in this moment? What is it like to rest fully in that support? This integration is equally as important as the dynamic movement. Generate energy, move it around, and then let it settle. And in that, we recognize that we are just energy, energetic beings, and that we can use our practices, our tools, to regulate our mind states, to allow ourselves to find that peace, that stillness, that sense of self, of wholeness, W-H-O-L-E, wholeness, that exists behind our distractions and our egos and our mind's emotionality and our conditioned responses. And so we practice in gratitude for these moments. We allow ourselves to rest fully and find the peace that arises from that rest, the healing that occurs in that rest, the bliss that flows from that rest. And we will continue to rest here in silence for the next couple of minutes. If perchance you notice that your attention has wandered away, I invite you to bring gratitude to that noticing. And then simply and compassionately, gently return your focus to your breath. On your next inhale, I invite you to begin to restore your connection to your body by wiggling your toes and your fingers, maybe rotating your wrists and your ankles. Continuing to restore your awareness to your body. On your next inhale, I invite you to bring your knees toward the ceiling, your heels toward your hips, and to extend your right arm alongside your head so that the bicep frames your ear. Take a moment here to feel into the supports on the back side of the body as you prepare to roll to your right side. And as you are prepared, and only as you are prepared, gently roll to your right side, letting that right arm cradle your head and neck. Take a moment on your right side here to prepare to be upright again. And as you are prepared, and only when you are prepared, gently bring your left arm in front of your chest and leverage yourself back to a seated posture. As you reestablish yourself in your seat, I invite you to find the supports in that seated posture and lengthen again through the spine and float your hands once again to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space, and allow to arise in your heart space perhaps one more thing for which you are grateful. And as you are aware of yourself and witness yourself seated in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I am honored to be here, truly. And as always, I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you like. And whenever you do rise, please take the echoes of your practice and your gratitude with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.